All right, looks like I'm live. Let me see if I can go find and live stream on the YouTube. Let me look. All right, where are we at? Give me a second here, y'all. Where is it at? There it is. All right, are we live? Nope, still not showing up. Come on, YouTube. Play the stream. Come on, bro. Oh boy. Still not going. Still not here. Come on now. There we go. All right. There we go. Stream is dreamy. We are here. We are in the building on the tube. Oh, wait a minute. On the tube of view. Let me restop my window. All right, cool. What's up, people? What's going on? Happy Friday. Appreciate y'all being here. It's been, I haven't done a live stream on Friday in a minute, man. I was here last Thursday, but I was not here Friday. But we are back here. Friday Night Vyp is live. So let me go ahead and get into the intro, and then we'll have a conversation about a couple of things, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see where the night takes us, yo. We will see where the evening takes us. All right, let's see. All right, current time is 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, which means you are here, you're live, you're with me, you are on the right YouTube channel, baby. Yes. So let's go ahead and get to the intro. We already got a lot of people out here tonight. Yeah, 13 people out here watching already. Okay, I appreciate y'all. But let's go to work. Woo! What's up, people? This your boy Vyyyper, the man about tech, back again for the video, and I appreciate y'all being here live on Friday night. But before I get started with tonight's festivities, let me see who I got in the chat tonight, baby. First on the list is Brad Fogel in the building. What's up, Brad? How you doing? What's going on with you? We got my enforcer, Genosis, is in the cut. What's up, my dude? How you been? Who else we got? We going down the list. Melly Cinco is here. Hey, Melly, how you doing? Appreciate you being here in the cut. Let me keep going here. Doug Houston YT. What's up, Doug? How you doing, man? Good to see you. We got Khalil Misra. What's up, Khalil? Good to see you, my guy. How you doing? We got Toriano Winston. What's up, bro? How you doing? Appreciate you being here. Oh, we got Jeff. Hell yeah. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, sir? Oh, good to see my man Jeff in the building. My dude Larry from Home Rapid Repair is here. Hey, Larry, what's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you being here. Thank you for dropping in. And we got a bunch of people out there lurking because I did not just break down 16 names. Apparently 16 people are watching. I didn't call out 16 names. So shout out to my lurk squad out here. A bunch of y'all lurking. I appreciate y'all showing up. I know you can't comment either because you're busy or you hate Vyyyper and you're just hate watching, or you're watching on a device that does not allow you to comment. Either way, I'm glad you're here. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. James Apple in the building. What's up, James? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully your Friday is going well, my guy. But yeah, let's not even beat around the bush. Your boy Vyyyper is here to tell you that we are being lied to. So the reason why I came up with this, if you all were in Coffee Talk this morning on my Twitter page, we already kind of discussed it, but I'm about to go over it again here for the people on the YouTube that don't frequent my Twitter spaces. And for those of y'all who are not aware, I do host a conversation every weekday morning, Monday through Friday on Twitter spaces called Creator Coffee Talk, or X, whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter. But we have a chat every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. So if you want to come and join the conversation, that is where you can find your boy, the man about tech. But we're being lied to, fam. Hold on, we got Dennis Carlson all the way from Sweden. What's up, Dennis? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. Hopefully you are doing well. But we're being lied to. Now, I don't know if it's not really intentionally people lying to us. It's almost lying by omission, basically, what's happening here. And so Vyyyper, who's lying to us? What are you talking about, Vyyyper? Well, so you got Apple embargoes have dropped this week for all the Mac products. You got the Mac Mini videos out there. You got the M4 MacBook Pros out there and everything else in between. And all those embargoes have dropped. And you got videos all over YouTube covering all of the Apple Mac releases as they're happening this week, right? Jimmy Fire Dragon, what's up, bro? How you doing? Appreciate you, my guy. Kudos to you. Appreciate you. So as a person that has early access to a review unit that Apple sends out, have you ever noticed, you all, that Apple never sends out the base configuration to creators for review? Almost never. And you know, I always see these comments in the comment section. People are talking about, everybody's talking about the higher tier model, but nobody talks about the base model. Well, that's because Apple doesn't send out base model units for review. Now, to be fair to Apple, because we know Apple loves fairness, and I love Apple, and I try to be fair as I can. Usually, I think I'm pretty fair for the most part to these companies. I know I get on them sometimes, but I feel like I am a fair person to all the brands, Apple included. So, to be fair to Apple, they're not the only company that does this. No. I mean, I'll use myself as an example, right? So, when I used to be in Team Pixel, Google never sent out the entry-level Pixel device to me. Oh, no. They sent out the big boy. It was always the XL or the Pro Pixel or whatever. Whatever the higher tier Pixel was, that's the one that I got to review. And all my other colleagues got the higher tier Pixel product to review. So this is not just an Apple thing. Obviously, it's coming to my mind because this is an Apple release week, and there's a lot of embargoes out there that are covering Apple release this week and different things like that. But this is a marketing thing, but it's very deceptive. So how is it deceptive, Vyyyper? Because when you have these releases and these brands seed out the higher tier models, right? Now, most creators, I'm not gonna say we know some creators are deceptive, but I think most creators who are by the book, they'll let you know what what configuration device that they have when they're reviewing it. But my thought process is, as a non-tech viewer, are they really paying attention to the specific configuration of a device that a creator is reviewing, right? So, obviously, if you've been watching any of these Mac Mini videos, obviously, it's not the base configuration that Apple is feeding to reviewers. Oh, no. But, as a viewer that is not tech-savvy watching these videos, are you going to be thinking about how you're watching a video about a unit that's not the base storage or a base configuration? No. Even if the creator mentions it in the video that they're not reviewing the base model or whatever, the entry-level model, a viewer is not going to think about that. They're going to be watching that video and probably thinking about it as if it was the actual base unit. But in actuality, it's not the base unit. And you notice, yes, you are correct. They usually do give out the base storage configuration or whatever of the Pixel Pro XL, but it's still the Pixel Pro XL, though. It's not the entry-level Pixel. So, but you are correct. But again, going back to what I was just highlighting, it's not just Apple that's doing this, right? Trenton and Coffee Talk this morning brought up a very good point. Car companies are notorious for this, fam. When you see a car commercial, they are never showing off the base model vehicle. Never. It's always, and they always have that fine print. When they're showing the car in the commercial, right? There's always a fine print that says the price as this car is currently configured. And it's never the base configuration. It's always a higher trim level that being shown off in the commercial, but they advertise it as if it were the base model. So this is like some slight deceptive marketing that these brands use to make you believe that the product is going to perform at a higher level, even though they know, and you should know, that they're not showing off the base model, because obviously if you go and get the base level product, it's not going to perform at that level. But when you're watching these commercials and people are talking about it, and you're watching YouTube videos about the products that are not base level, you're not thinking about that. It kind of escapes your mind. So it's almost like a little bit of a deception involved. But like Trenton said, there's like kind of a little bit of deception in every marketing. Marketing is deceptive by its nature. It's just the way it is. But I just thought about it because there's always a comment in the YouTube videos like, why nobody sending out or why is nobody talking about the base model, or why are nobody talking about the entry level model? Because Apple doesn't send those out. Samsung doesn't send those out. Google does not send those out normally. Now there are the high tier creators that sometimes do get both the base model and the upper tier model sometimes when companies want to be generous, I guess. I don't know. But normally when they send out review units, the review unit is not the base storage configuration, or the base, I keep saying storage, but the base level configuration. That is not normally what the review unit is that the creators are talking about in the video. And you know what who the biggest what's the word I'm looking for? Who are the biggest offenders of this are? Food companies, restaurants. Oh my God. The restaurant industry is notorious for being deceptive in their advertising practices. Think about how juicy and good that burger looked on TV. But then you go to the restaurant, you go to McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King, and you order that burger, and then you unwrap it, and it's all shriveled up and compacted, and you're like, what the hell is this? I didn't order this. This is not how it looks on TV. This is not how it looks on the billboards and their poster. No. They do so much to manipulate the way that food looks in advertisement, but it never looks that way when you order it yourself. Never. It's so deceptive. I mean, damn, like Brian said, they use shampoo and milk, staple foods together. They're gluing things in the background. I heard people talk about. I read something. I heard something today about how they're using glue for like ice cream. The advertisement, like what? Bro, oh my God, oh man, whoo! Let me tell you, oh my goodness. So yeah. Just like Capono says, it's the illusion of choice, right? It's the illusion of choice, right? Because most people aren't balling like that. And most people are going to buy the base model or the entry-level model of whatever the thing is, because that's what most people are going to do, by and large. But that is not what is advertised to you normally on a larger scale. It's always a configuration that is slightly higher than whatever the base model is. It is interesting, man. It is very interesting. Jonathan, what did Jonathan say? Do I know the majority viewer base? I mean, I don't know the numbers offhand. I'm guessing. My best guesstimate, Jonathan, is that yeah, most people are not buying the higher spec thing usually. It's just not, because most things or most sales or whatever, I would argue, and usually a lot of it is based on price for the most part. So people are going to buy what they can afford. Now I feel like most people are probably going to go and buy the base model. That's just what they're going to do. I was just using what you just gave me, Jonathan, right? When you go buy a smartphone, most people, the non-tech people, aren't buying 512 and 1 terabyte phone. They're not doing that. Most people are buying whatever the base storage is, whether it be 128 or 256, whatever it is. They are buying the base storage configuration. They're not buying the higher tier storage. Let's see. Well, Marquez and viewer base is tech people, so they're a little different, right? They're not. I would argue that Marquez and viewer base is, a lot of them are higher level techies. They are not the average level consumer. So I don't know if they're a good metric of this. I mean, I'm not saying that he has no average consumer, but I gotta believe that most of his audience are uber tech savvy and uber tech knowledgeable. So it's a little different. But either way, it's still the stuff, the marketing that's there, my guy. I mean, you could argue semantics about the viewers and all you want, but the numbers, what's happening is not going to change. It is what it is. These advertisements, they are not what they appear to be. They are not what the majority of the people are going to buy at that time. Yo, my head of security, AOFA review. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? Good to see you in the cut. But yeah, it's just interesting, right? When you go look at these Mac Minis and these MacBook Pros, it's not what they're talking about on YouTube. Those they're not talking about the base models on YouTube. When you look at these car commercials are advertising cars that are not the base configuration, right? When you go buy a burger, whatever, the way the burger looks is nothing like you get when you go order it in person. It looks so dressed up. It's so much more dressed up and designed to make you hungry, right? That's the whole point. It's presented in a way that makes you hungry, so it makes you want to go out and get it, but that's not what it looks like when you get it. So I just find it interesting, right? That there's this level of deception in marketing, and it's always been there. But We just accept it because we don't think about it. We just accept it for what it is, and we go about our lives, and nobody really talks about it. But it's been out there forever and ever, amen. And it's not going to change just because Vyyyper talking about it. It's not going to change. But it is fascinating to think about it and go out there and do the damn thing. So, I don't know. I mean, is it though? I mean, I don't know if I can say separate audiences, right? I mean, the brands are trying to reach people that are going to be interested in the Apple products and different things like that. Even I mean, when they gave out pixels for when we were at Camp Pixel, right? When we were at Camp Pixel, since 2 years ago, Google gave out the same phone to all of us, and it was a Pro XL or whatever the hell, or XL. It was a higher level. It didn't matter if you were a techie or a lifestyle TikToker or lifestyle Instagram person. We all got the same phone. So I don't know. I think the brands are just targeting people that they feel like they have a potential market in. So I mean, I can speak for Google. I can't speak for Apple, but I can speak for Google. They're targeting people that they feel like they can get a market in, and they're giving us all higher tier phones. So it's all deceptive either way, because when you go get the base model, it's not going to be what people are advertising or doing videos on their YouTube channel. It's just not. So I just think it's interesting. Do you think higher spec Apple products are sent out to lifestyle creators? Yes, I do. Apple is not sending base level products out to anybody. Again, these companies don't do that. They don't send out base level products because they want to make the product look as good as it could possibly look. So you can't do that by sending out the base level product. No. That's again, because then you wouldn't have that type of marketing that you can get if you're sending out a higher spec product. So I absolutely believe Apple is sending out higher spec items to lifestyle creators. I don't think Apple cares. I don't have any data for it. I mean, I guess you would have to go watch the lifestyle creators that are doing Apple content, because it seems like Apple is starting to include them more and more. But yeah, I think they send out higher tech products to lifestyle creators because they're trying to get people to spend the most money possible. What's happening? The thing that you have to understand, and the thing that's happening is that Apple is trying, and now not just Apple, companies want to get the upsell. And for those of y'all that are not familiar with the terminology, it is they present you one thing, right? So you come in, they show you the higher tier thing, but let's say you go into the store or whatever, and you can only afford the base model thing. Well, they can attempt to upsell you into the thing that they were advertising, because you've seen all the different things that thing that they were advertising can do that the base model product might not be able to do, or it might not have something. It might not have some of the functions and features of the higher spec thing that you saw on TV. So it's an upsell, and all companies try to upsell you. I mean, when you go to the car dealership, right? The car dealerships are always going to try to upsell you into a higher trim model. I mean, even when you go even if you go to let's say you go to a retailer, like a cell phone retailer, like a Verizon or a T-Mobile, they're going to try to upsell you into the higher spec phone. And even if you do try to go get out of there with the base phone, they're going to try to sell you some accessories as well. It's always an angle, man. It's always an angle. It's a lot like, when you see these commercials, not commercials, when you see these advertisements out there for carriers that are giving you a free phone, and all you got to do is open up a new line, right? So you think you're going to get a free phone. I mean, in theory, you are getting a free phone, but you still are agreeing to sign up for 2 years of service to that brand. So you got to pay that phone bill for 2 years, now 3, in order to get that free phone. So they're always going to make their money, regardless. It just is what it is. They're always going to make their money. They're not getting over. They might advertise it like you're getting over, like you're getting a free phone, but you are not getting a free phone. You're just not. I mean, no, technically you are, but it's not free. You have to pay for that. You're gonna end up paying for that phone over the life of 2 years anyway. So it's not free. But y'all know what I'm talking about. TJ said a lot of people want the newer stuff, but when you look at the price, it has them thinking otherwise. Yep. And that is when they try to go for the upsell, because they know they got it in your head that if you saw that thing that does different features and functionality, it is not the base thing. It's that higher tier thing, higher spec thing. And they're going to try to upsell you into the higher spec thing. That's just the way brands work. and it works very well. They do good. All right, let's see. What else is going on here? You got to go back and watch the intro. Basically, the general gist of Fit Blonde is that we're being lied to because the things that you're seeing advertised to you are always a higher tier than the base models that you might go into a store to get or whatever, right? So, food, being a perfect example. If you see a McDonald's advertisement or a Wendy's advertisement, the burgers always look so much more juicy on TV. But when you go to the actual Wendy's or McDonald's Fit Blonde and you get those burgers, they look nothing like they look on TV. It is deceptive marketing. It's been happening for a long time. And that is why we are being lied to, because we are being tricked into thinking that something is what it isn't. And all brands do this. Again, it's not just Apple. It's just coming to my mind today because Apple is doing all their embargo videos this week on the Mac releases. And no creators are getting a base level Mac Mini. They're all getting higher tier Macs or whatever to show to their audience. And it's a part of trying to upsell people. What up, Ron? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Also appreciate the Fit Blonde dropping in. But yeah, these brands are lying, man. These brands are lying out here, yo. I don't want to say they're lying. Now, Apple is lying their ass off with Apple Intelligence, but it's different. They're not really lying per se. They're just being deceptive in the way they market things. Yep, there it is. That's what wisdom said. It's bait and switch, yo. It's bait and switch. It is the literal definition of bait and switch. Absolutely right, my guy. And again, it's not really like nefarious or illegal or anything, but it's just something that's been happening for decades now. And I don't think it'll change anytime soon. But it is something that you should be careful as a consumer because you can get roped in there and get tricked if you're not knowledgeable about what's going on. Because it's going on, fam. It's going on. All right, moving on. You guys got any questions or comments about that? Feel free to drop them in the chat. All right, what else I want to talk about? The other thing. So again, the embargoes dropped. Apple released a bunch of new Mac products today. Not today. This week they released the bunch of new Mac products. They got the Mac Minis are out there now. The M4 MacBook Pros are out there. The M4 Mac Minis or whatever. And you know, those products are out there for people that want to buy them. I think they're in the Apple stores after today. I think so. I haven't really paid attention, but I think it's today. But there was a lot of chatter, right, about the lack of an actual event. We thought there was going to be an actual Apple event for these Macs to be announced since they were introducing the M4 chip, but there was no event. But Apple did have videos ready to go. So if you wanted to watch a video introducing the M4 Mac Mini or the M4 MacBook Pro, you can go on YouTube and watch the videos of the introductions, but there is no actual event like you would get with an iPhone or maybe or Macs in the past, right? So there was a lot of speculation about why was there no Apple event. I just think it was because Apple didn't want to mess with the election. They did not run up against the election. So I think that's why you didn't get an actual formal event, because by the time Apple was rolling around to releasing stuff, it's election week. And you're not going to get headlines over election week. So I think it's just, this particular year, it was just bad timing for Apple and the way that they normally release new Macs. And they didn't really have the bandwidth to release or hold an actual event in person with the election coverage and the way that was going to work. So that's why I think you did not get a formal Mac event this year. It was just not. It was election year, and again, even Apple's not messing with the election, so you can't do that. So that's why I don't think we got an event. All right. Whew. All right, I'm gonna pivot here. It's gonna be a crazy pivot, but it's cool though. You know, that's the beautiful thing about this live stream. I can come on here and I can talk to y'all about whatever that we want to talk about. But before I pivot though, hey, if you guys are feeling the vibe, if you're enjoying yourself, and you're rocking with your boy, the Man About Tech, feel free to consider putting out the super chat. They should be on. Also, I have a PayPal link that I just posted in the chat there, which is a lot better for me if you donate via PayPal, because I get the money a lot sooner and YouTube takes nothing of it. So if you are willing and able, there's a PayPal link. Please consider donating there. Things are getting a little crazy over here. So any little bit, no matter how big or small, can help. So I appreciate anybody who considers donating, but just be aware that you don't have to. it's just there for you if you guys are willing and able. But I appreciate y'all showing up and showing out. So thank you for dropping by and hanging out, man. Again, I know it's been a few Fridays since I've been here, but we here now. We live. We back. We in the building. So thank you guys for dropping by. It's like 28 of y'all, 32 of you all watching in the chat. So please, if you guys can help your boy out who's struggling financially a little bit, please hit the link. All right, Joseph. He wants to get into politics. Oh Lord. So let's see what we got here. Joe says, do you think the Democrats are going to have Kamala running in 2028, or are they going to get rid of the Biden administration? Did I even get that right? Well, the Biden administration is gone anyway. I mean, they're gone. They lost. So they're out of there. If they're smart, no, I would not run Kamala again. I should no. Why? Like, all right, I don't want to get too deep into politics, but I'll just put my opinion out there. Actually, not even opinion. This is just factual numbers and facts now. It's not even about feelings anymore. Kamala, but not just Kamala. The Democratic Party got destroyed, fam. They got boat raced. They got annihilated, okay? On every level, they got destroyed. What do you mean? What do you mean, Vyyyper? She lost the popular vote. She lost the Electoral College. The Republicans reclaimed the Senate, and they're on their way to keep in control of the House. That is a total annihilation. So because she got so totally annihilated, why would you run her back out there in 4 years? What, to get annihilated again? What are we doing here? Now, I accurately, and I was correct. I assumed as soon as I saw her name, as soon as we found out that she was going to be the person that was going to be on the ballot this year, I immediately thought to myself that she was going to get her behind Kate. As they got closer to the election and things like that, I kind of thought that she had a chance, but then the election happened, and I ended up being right. She got annihilated. But the Democrats' plan was flawed. It was terrible. It was garbage the entire time anyway. So they didn't even plan correctly. They kept Biden in there longer than they should have kept him in there. They didn't really give her enough time. She only had 107 days to campaign. Trump was out there planning and plotting for years now. And her messaging was just non-existent to me. Every time I saw her talk, or when I watched her do the debate with Trump, I mean, she kicked it behind the debate, sure, but she didn't really bring anything of substance. Trump was just more or less tripping over himself, but all she was talking about was her upbringing and how she got to where she is, and that's all good and well, but the question that the people want to know is, what can you do for the people? And I don't think she ever really answered that in any way, shape, or form. Not something that I could, not with anything that had meat on it. She never really told us what she was going to do. It was all about what Trump was not doing or what he was doing that they want to do differently. It was never about what is Kamala going to do. At least Trump had he had concepts of a plan, you know. His concept of a plan was better than her no plan. So they were doomed, man. They were doomed from jump. But yes, to answer the question, they should not run her back. Don't do that. Because if you run her back, she's losing again. Just don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Shout out to my man, David Wright, for the dono, man. David, I thank you so much for donating, my guy. You do not understand how much that helped me, David. So thank you for the $20 donation, my guy. You're a real one, my dude. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Shout out to Anonymous for $75 dono. Yo, what's up? Oh, man. Wow, y'all have no idea how much you are helping me out. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for donating. Like I said, things are getting a little tight over here. I don't really like to get to too much personal stuff here, but for the last few months, I've been living off of unemployment, and that's pretty much it. But it's about to run out in about a month and a half. I think I'm running out of unemployment, and then, I don't know. The job market is still booty, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do or something. It's time to throw a Hail Mary at this point. So your boy is struggling. So I'm still being all right, but once the unemployment runs out in about a month or so here, it is going to be it's going to be ugly. So I appreciate every donation that you guys can give. Again, you don't have to donate. I mean, I'll figure it out. I mean, I'm a grown adult, but it ain't looking good. But anyway, that's my problem. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. We are trying to, I'll figure it out. I will figure things out. And I had to get rid of a few of my Lego sets today. I had to get rid of my Hogwarts Castle. I had to get rid of my Avengers Tower. I had to get rid of my Millennium Falcon because I got bills to pay, bro. And when you got bills to pay, stuff got to get pawned. So your boy had to take a little trip to the pawn shop today. So I got some money from that. So that was cool. But yeah, Still struggling. Shout out to Anonymous again for the $10 super chat, whoever you are. I appreciate you donating, man, and supporting, man. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate y'all supporting, bro. Again, I know you all don't have to, but I appreciate every dollar that you guys are willing to donate. So please, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Well, what else was I doing? Well, okay, Janosin kind of side-railed me with the political question, but that's cool. I had a plan tonight anyway. What was I about to do? Oh, that's right. Okay. Now, all right, hold on. Let me check the chat real quick before I go into this next topic. This next topic is gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot, y'all. It's gonna be hot. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, Janelle says, I feel like there will be some that will argue that she was thrown into Biden's campaign, so she should get a full campaign. I mean, you could try it, but I don't think the result's gonna be any different, my guy. Because again, it's not about Kamala as much as it's about the Democratic Party failed they failed as a party, bro. This is not just a Kamala loss. The Democratic Party failed miserably, and I voted. I'm a Democrat, and I voted for Kamala. They failed, and we got people out here crying about the outcome. I'm not crying about it because I gotta live my life. You know, life goes on, whether who wins or loses and whatever. And that might come off as harsh, but it is what it is. I can't allow myself to get in the dump because the Democrats didn't have a game plan that was worth anything, and they kept trying to campaign on fear. Where's the something? What are you going to do? Trump is going to do that. What are you going to do? And that's what was missing. There was nothing about what they're going to do, and that's why they got boat race, because they had no plan. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And the Democrats failed to plan, so they planned to fail. And they failed miserably. That's what happened. Now, moving on. Okay. I don't know who Josh Shapiro is, but I'll have to look him up. That comes up. I've been looking for IT jobs. I kind of got off the social media job path or whatever. But I'm at this point, like I said, I'm about to be looking for anything and everything, bro, because I'm trying to like do something. I gotta find something pretty quickly here. So it's gonna be like I said, about to be all hands on deck, bro. It's gonna be all hands on deck. Ron says that at the moment, the only electable woman in the country is Michelle Obama, and that ain't happening. She don't want none of it. And more power to her. She lived that life for 8 years as the first lady. She don't want no problems. I think that the Democrats should try to work with AOC, because AOC is dangerous, bro. Like, I think AOC can make a lot of noise for them. But again, you got to have a plan, man. You just can't throw AOC out there. You got to have AOC in there with a plan. I think she could be a very compelling candidate if she wanted. She's intelligent, she's young, and she's hungry, and I think she will be a good candidate in the future. But I don't know if she wants it or not. So I don't know. But I would definitely look at her if they want to put somebody strong in there in a candidacy. Do that. All right. So topic number 3 tonight. Bro. So somebody put out there on the internet that they felt like streaming is easier than having a 9-to-5 job. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. So somebody put out there on the internet that they felt like being a full-time streamer was easier than having a 9-to-5 job. Fam, I'm here to tell you, hell no. Now, I realize that everything that's about to come out of my mouth is my opinion. And I know that some of y'all in the chat might disagree with my opinion, and that is fine. I'm not mad about it. I still love y'all, but we can agree to disagree if you disagree or agree. I don't know. But in my opinion, there is no way in hell that you can sit here and tell me that streaming, being a full-time streamer, with that being your source of income, your sole, I won't say sole source, but the bulk of your income comes from being a streamer. No way you could tell me that's easier than having a 9-to-5 job. And the reason why it's not easier is because when you have a 9-to-5 job, it's not all on you. There's structure with that 9-to-5 job. There's a guaranteed paycheck with that 9-to-5 job. You have guaranteed off time and PTO with that 9-to-5 job. If you don't feel like coming to work one day with that 9-to-5 job, you can do that with no problem. Streamers, not the case, fam. Not the case. You are your sole boss. You are the business owner, the CEO, the boss. When you are a streamer, you are an entrepreneur. It is all on you. Every decision to build that business is on your back. You have to show up to work every day as a streamer if you want to make money. If you take a day off, you lose your money. You lose it. You lose money, fam. Now, that is not to say that there aren't some 9-to-5 jobs out there that are harder than streaming, because I'm sure there are. But if we're talking about this in a general level, right? And the way I'm talking about it, I'm comparing a full-time streamer who is an entrepreneur to a person that has a 9-to-5 job. Hell no. Also, as a streamer, being a full-time streamer and entrepreneur, you're probably not working 40-hour a week. Your weeks are probably like 60 to 70 to 80 as a full-time streamer if that's what you're doing to make money. It is infinitely harder, in my opinion, to be a full-time successful streamer that makes a full-time income off streaming than having a 9-to-5. Not to mention that it takes time, it takes studying, it takes a lot of learning to be successful as a streamer. Whereas with a 9-to-5, you go in there, they can train you probably within a week, and you are good to go, okay? And you get paid to train, okay? As a streamer, there's no paid training. When you are learning how to do it, you are making nothing. So the argument, now you can make sub arguments and you can get a little bit, I shouldn't say, look, you can get a lot more nuance into it, sure. And you could definitely come up with some situations that will lead to having a 9-to-5 being harder than a streamer. The example that was given earlier today was a lawyer. I don't know if a streamer has it harder than a lawyer. I mean, just no. That's the one area where being a lawyer is definitely harder than being a streamer. But by and large, in general, when you are an entrepreneur, a full-time entrepreneur, that is going to be harder than most 9-to-5s out there, because it is all on you. And when it's all on you, it is a different ball game. Again, when your presence depends on your outcome, when your output depends on how much money you make, it's a different ballgame. It's not a 9-to-5. When you go to a 9-to-5, all you have to do is the job that is required of you, and then you can go home and go to bed and not think about it anymore. When you are a full-time entrepreneur streamer, it has to consume you. You are thinking about it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because that is your livelihood. You have to be thinking about it. There's no turning it off. There's no walking away. You have to know where your money is coming from at all times, because your survival depends on it. It's so much more mentally taxing to be a full-time entrepreneur streamer than it is to have a 9-to-5 job, fam. It's out here. So that argument that streaming is easier is kind of crazy to me. Now, again, there are some instances where the reverse could be true and having a 9-to-5 could be harder. But by and large, for the most part, in my opinion, being a full-time streamer or entrepreneur is infinitely more difficult than having a 9-to-5 job. Infinitely more difficult. Janelle said one thing Roberto could have added for blue collar paid apprenticeships. Yeah, Roberto added a lot of nuances and different things like that. But like I said, I'm arguing in generalities, right? Because obviously, if you want to niche down into it, there are specific instances where that 9-to-5 is harder than being a streamer. But by and large, being an entrepreneur is infinitely harder than having a 9-to-5. Especially if you're an entrepreneur that employs people. I don't know if any of you all in the chat have had employees, but they're kind of annoying. And there's a whole thing when you have actual employees and people to manage. It's annoying when you're trying to rely on other people to do things that they don't have the passion about your thing that you do, and you have to rely on them to get stuff done. It's annoying as hell. It's annoying, bro. I used to be a manager at one of my previous jobs, so I had employees that were under me and whatnot, and it was annoying. I found myself annoyed. I mean, I thought I was a pretty good manager, but but it's still annoying because you have to rely on people to get their head out of their ass and to do their job. And then if they don't do their job, you have to discipline them or you have to talk to them, right? And it's just, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about that. But like I said, in my opinion, it will always be more difficult. In my opinion, being a full-time entrepreneur, streamer, content creator than it is having a 9-to-5 job. Okay. Now, you can make the argument, and there are some streamers out there that have a 9 to 5 job. A lot of streamers have a 9 to 5 job, and rightfully so. And I mean, I would argue that if most of those streamers that probably have a 9 to 5 job aren't where they at, and they're not at a place in their life where they can stream full time because they're not making enough money to do that. So they got to have that 9 to 5 to supplement, make money while they're trying to get off their feet as a streamer. But yeah, man, entrepreneurship is no joke. My entrepreneurs in the chat, you all know where I'm coming from. You know what I'm talking about. The journey is long, it's arduous, it's tough, but you got to keep your head in the game. You got to keep going, good or bad. You got to show up whether or not you feel like it. It doesn't matter. You still got to show up, bro. You got to show up. So it is what it is. You know, since white collar and blue collar jobs, entrepreneurship is so much more risk than hardship. Hell yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Entrepreneurship is, I mean, white collar, blue collar, it doesn't matter. Entrepreneurship is harder than any of that. Because again, when you're talking about being an entrepreneur, it is all on you. You don't have a boss. You don't have structure. The structure is whatever you make it. You don't have guaranteed money as an entrepreneur. You have to find sourcing the revenue, fam. There's no guaranteed money as an entrepreneur. You got to go out and find that. That's why we always talk about diversifying your revenue as a content creator, because relying on YouTube AdSense is full go. Why would you do that? Because if that dries up, then your business is done. What are you doing? So you gotta find other ways to make money as an entrepreneur. You better have multiple streams of income as an entrepreneur. You gotta have that. That just goes without saying. So that's why I would sit here and tell you all that I believe that being a streamer entrepreneur is infinitely more difficult, in my opinion. If you disagree, you disagree, but I'm just telling you how I feel. You can do that information with you will. All right. Any other questions, comments, anything else happening out there that you all want to talk about, feel free to drop it in the chat. Again, I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate you all that have donated to me tonight. Thank you so much. Love you all. Appreciate you all donating out there, making my life a little bit easier. So thank you. But yeah, if you got any other questions or comments you want to throw out there, feel free to throw them out there in the chat. Let's see. To do what I got to do, man. Let's see what else. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see if there's anything happening in the trending on Twitter and whatnot, right? Also, briefly going back to the whole political thing, right? This election thing, right? I just want to touch on this real quick. Speaking of content creators and entrepreneurs and streamers and whatnot, right? Another reason why the Democrats lost was I feel like the Democrats largely depended on legacy media, where the Republicans and Trump went more towards new media. Kamala she got the typical celebrity endorsement from the likes of Beyonce and Taylor Swift and other celebrities that endorsed her. Kamala was doing her radio interviews and whatever. She showed up on Saturday Night Live, blah, blah, blah. And that's all good and well, but that's legacy media, and people aren't really tuned into legacy media like that anymore. Trump was streaming with streamers. He appeared on Joe Rogan. Trump's Rogan appearance has 46 million views last I looked at it. Nothing Kamala has done has that much viewership. Now, she did go to Club Shay Shay, and kudos to her for that. That ain't even got 2 million views yet. Actually, no, but let me not put my foot in my mouth. But the last time I checked, which was yesterday, her Club Shay Shay appearance didn't even have 2 million views, fam. And Trump's Rogan appearance had 46 million. But let me just make sure I got the most up-to-date numbers here. So let me do the Club Shay Shay podcast. Let me do a quick search on YouTube just so I can make sure I got my numbers correct. So we go to Club Shay Shay and we look at the numbers there from the Kamala appearance. Where's it at? Currently, it is at 1.6 million views. So she went on the Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp and got 1.6 million views compared to Donald Trump, who went on Joe Rogan podcast, and that interview is currently sitting at and now it's not. Why is it not coming up? What are we doing here? Okay. 47 million views. Currently sitting at 47 million views. So, just by strategy alone, the Democrats were doomed. Because their message wasn't reaching the maximum amount of people because they relied too much on legacy media, where Trump relied more on new media, and message got out to more people, many more people. So, I mean, you could argue about how much that actually impacted the polls, whatever, but I mean, again, she got destroyed in the popular vote. So you can do that information what you will. I'm just saying. All right. David said, how about that Thursday night football game? Hey, that was one of the better ones, yo. Bengals and the Ravens, they went hard Thursday night. They went real hard. Usually Thursday night games, especially the ones that have happened this season, have been garbage. But that game was legit. Hopefully we get more like that in the future. Will we? We can only hope and pray. But that one was lit, though. That one was definitely legit. All right, let's see anything else out here. Let me see. I'm looking on trending right now. I don't see anything else of something going on out there in the world. Nothing really major is happening. A lot of this stuff is just basically election fallout and whatnot, this, that, and the other. But yeah, nothing really major going on. Okay. So, again, if you guys have any last questions, thoughts, comments, feel free to drop them in the chat and we can chat it up. Otherwise, I will give you guys your Friday night back. Again, I appreciate y'all being here for the past 46 minutes. And we can rock and roll and do the thing. Oh, what, next week? Oh, you mean the game next week? Okay. I don't know who's playing next week, but yeah, if it's anything like this Thursday game, then yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be too lit. It's gonna be too legit to quit. It's gonna be hammer time, yo. Hold on, let me calm down before I get copyright claimed. I ain't trying to have empty hammer copyright claiming me, yo. I'm not trying to have empty hammer out here trying to give me for humming his tune, yo. Cause we know YouTube is vicious with the copyright claim. Yeah, I'm streaming on it right now. This is it. This is my 874. I don't really want to give rid of my 874. I did sell my ZV1 to Roberto, so he'll be buying that hopefully at some point in the future. But yeah, I'm keeping this camera because this is my main camera, and I may need it for my next job, so I'll be holding on to this one as long as I can. That is one cool thing about cameras. Cameras retain their value, bro. Cameras don't depreciate like phones and things, man. Cameras they retain their value for a long time, and the glass too. Not only the cameras, but the lenses. So, yeah, I think that's pretty cool that the camera can retain their value like that. Hey, Annette, what's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you. Hopefully you're doing well over there. Appreciate you dropping in. Happy Friday, Annette. Good to see you as always. What are your thoughts on WWE going to Netflix? I don't know. Let me see something. All right, let's see how New Theory does, right? So we got New Theory out here. So we're going to see how New Theory does. And once we figure out how New Theory does, we can give you a better estimation of that, if New Theory can do what she needs to do. So, New Theory. Let's see. How many subscribers does Netflix have currently? Let's see what New Theory says. She's working with ChatGPT, which is good. No, I got the new Theory. I got the new Theory. All right, so at the third quarter of 2024, Netflix has 287 million subscribers. Okay, so yeah, I got New Theory. I got ChatGPT integrated theory. So according to ChatGPT integrated theory, Netflix has 283 million subscribers. So I would argue that it's probably a good move for WWE because they have more people that have Netflix than they probably have watching them on traditional cable or wherever they were on previously. So it will probably allow them more viewership now that they're moving to Netflix. Now, will people actually watch it? That remains to be seen. But you're moving to a platform that has more users than your traditional cable. You're going to get on traditional cable. So in the short term, it's a good move. In the long term, who knows? But in the short term, I say good move. Oh yeah, Coop says a several $billion deal. Yeah, and they should theoretically get more viewership on Netflix theoretically, but we'll see. All right, let's see. Yeah, Janelle, come on. You know who I am? I am the man about tech, bro. I'm the man about tech. Of course, I'm on the beta. I'm on that new beta, yo. I'm on that new. Come on, bro. Come on, yo. Forgot who I was for a minute there. All right. Any other questions, comments that you guys want to delve into? What's up, Scoop? How you doing, man? Good to see you out there. My man, Scoop is in the building. Appreciate you dropping in on a Friday. Jonathan, hey, this isn't the first year you're on beta after launch. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. Because Apple changed the way they did beta, so you can't. It's hard. They made it harder to go back to non-beta software. So because they've made it more difficult to go back to non-beta software, I'm just sticking with the betas, yo. I'm just not, yeah. Because you're right. Normally I go back to regular software after the new OS launches, but Apple kind of made it more difficult. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. So I'm on beta. I am on that beta. All right, Scoop. They still have their USA contract for SmackDown and the CW for NXT. They're doing numbers. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So hey, whatever they got to do to stay level up, then they got to do what they got to do. Seems like they're doing pretty decently right now. So kudos to WWE. He said you have to wait for regular releasing to catch up to beta. Yeah. The betas are always ahead. So 18.2, I have it now, but the non-beta people, the regular folks, won't see it until December. So, yeah. If I wanted to get off of the beta software, I mean, I could downgrade, but it's a process now. It's not like it used to be. So even if I opted out of the beta profile, I would still have 18.2 on my iPhone, and that would just be it. So I can tell I have to wait. Yeah, it's a process. So instead of going through the process, I'm just taking the L and staying on the beta and getting the latest features and doing things like that. So it is what it is. Well, it'll be all right. I'm not too worried about it. Jay Boogie, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. What's going on, man? Yeah, exactly. Y'all have to go into iTunes and do all that. I'm not doing all that, bro. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing it, yo. I'm not doing that. I'm not. And you need a computer. You have to have a computer to do that. You have to have a computer, a Windows or a Mac that you do that. Obviously I have a MacBook. I'm on it right now, but still, I'm not doing that. I'm not going through the drama. I don't want it. No, thank you. All right. Again, I appreciate y'all being here, and thank you guys for those of y'all who were able to donate to me tonight via PayPal. I just put the link back in there just in case anybody new showed up. If you want to help your boy out, like I said, time's getting a little rough over here. So if you have anything that you are willing to donate financially via PayPal, please consider clicking that link. You're not required to. you don't have to donate, but if you can, every little bit helps, man. So please consider that if you want to. But again, you are not required to. I just appreciate y'all being here and helping me out through this tough time, man. I've been unemployed for 6 months now, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts. So again, I've been barely surviving, and it's about to get crazy over here. So whatever you can donate, no matter how big, how small, every little bit helps. So if you can, consider hitting the link and donating, but you don't have to. I appreciate y'all being here and hanging out. Anytime when I show up, I'm gonna try to be better about streaming more. I know sometimes I take like a week or two off, but I'm gonna try to be better about showing up regularly like I used to, because I like hanging out with y'all and chilling, man. So try to be better about showing up and being here for y'all and whatnot, and having these chats and conversations. I think I feel like it's important to reach out and have these conversations, man, because I'm trying to get the post of what you all are going through and experiencing out there to see if we're on the same page, and we got to have a conversation about stuff. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of things, because I'm not always right. I mean, you ain't always got to agree with me. Sometimes I'm on the wrong side of the equation, and, you know, that's an opportunity for me to learn and, you know, figure out why I'm on the wrong side and do all that. So, yeah, you know, I welcome that. So I appreciate y'all showing up and hanging out with me. So thank you for that. I appreciate you. But if you all don't have any other questions or whatever, I'm gonna let y'all go. Just know that it's nice to have Friday nights off. We get it. Plus, you're usually doing 1 hour more coffee talk. That's taxing. Yeah. Again, if you want Vyyyper every day, I'm on Twitter Spaces every morning, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Called Creator Coffee Talk. It's on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. I'm there every weekday morning. So if you guys want to show up and chill out and hang out and talk with me and other creators or whatever, we're there every morning, man. So feel free to go over there and hang out if you want to do that. But hey, appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for those y'all who showed up tonight. Thank you for all of you that were able to donate. Appreciate you all. Enjoy your Friday. Have a great weekend. Be kind. Be safe out there. And if you got any new Apple products this week, let me know. Let me know on social. Let me know on Twitter how you liking it. I am not getting any other new stuff because I have an M3 MacBook Pro I'm looking at. I have an M3 Mac computer in front of me. Why would I get a new one? So I won't be getting a new computer for a few years, assuming I got a job at it. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, I do not need anything of the new stuff. I'm good with my M3 Mac computer in front of me, so we're good to go there. So I'm sitting this one out. But if you guys did get any of the new M4s, let me know how you like it on Twitter. I'm there all the time. So yeah, that's where you find me. Appreciate you, Jimmy. Thank you for that, man. You stay safe, well, man. And yeah, we out here. Peace.